Good morning, everyone. I have a massive pile of pillows back here, and I want to show you kind of some of the fun fabrics and what we got going. We have two pretty large bolsters to make, and these are the inserts that are feather down combination blend. So they're super smushy and comfortable. So we have the ends cut right here. This is the round end for this one. Super pretty velvet fabric. Look at how pretty. And so we're gonna put the welt around, self-welt around that edge, around the diameter of the circle. And then this is the body of the pillow. So I'm gonna serge that and then put a zipper in it. It's just a big rectangle right now. So the first step is to serge it, put the zipper in that, and then make the welt and put the welt around the end piece here, and then attach the circle on the end. So we have two of those. One is in this pretty pink velvet, and the other is in this super creamy gold metallic velvet. Isn't that awesome? This is the bolster fabric for one of the bolsters. I'm just gonna serge the edges. And then I have one more bolster, this pretty fabric. And by the way, I'm gonna serge the edges of the bolster ends. I wasn't sure if I wanted to, but I'm going to after all. You just have to be careful when you're serging around the perimeter of a round piece of fabric not to stretch or condense the fabric, because it's going to handle differently at each point of the circle as you go around, because some parts are stretchy and some parts are not. So you don't want to change the shape of your circle. So just be careful as you're serging that you're not distorting the shape of the circle. Looks good. Still looks like a circle. Next step to sew on the zipper is just to sew the zipper face down along one edge of the whole bolster, all the way down. That's the first step. That's easy. And I'm just going to center the teeth of the zipper in the middle of this seam allowance that I just stitched. And then that tells me where to place the edge of the zipper on the edge of the fabric. So I'll be seeing maybe 1/8 of an inch of the fabric all along the edge. So that's how that looks at this point. And then the next step is I want to put the zipper slide on to the zipper before I sew the other side. So I'm going to just open up the teeth right here and then start to work the slide over the edge of the teeth on each side And then you have to kind of be a little coordinated to hold it all together and push it on there without it falling off. And I can tell already that I'm a little uneven at the top. So I'm going to back it up and try to adjust and get both sets of teeth in at the same line right here. So have them be even. And then when you slide the slide, the zipper is even over here. So now that looks good. And now I can stitch the other side of the zipper onto this bolster. I'm almost to the end, and it's looking like I'm gonna have a nice flat zipper. It's not puckering or pushing. So now, this is the part that is kind of fun. So I'm gonna peel open the zipper. So here's the slide, and I want to open the zipper at the opposite end because that's where I want to start sewing the lip. So the part of the fabric that overlaps the zipper, you can call that the overlap. I like to call it the lip because it just kind of overlaps, and calling it a lip kind of describes what it will look like. So the only tricky part about this is you have to feed this in and around the inside of the sewing machine under the arm. And because the end of the bolster is connected, it's just a little awkward. So you have to work the one side of the zipper under the machine, under the foot, like this. And so once you get it under the foot, and then you can start getting the fabric into position and check underneath and make sure that you know where you want to start and that you can see how much is overlapping. You don't want to overlap too much because it will get real bulky. You just want to barely cover up that the teeth mark of the zipper. And then you just have to keep working this fabric around to the front of the machine. You see how I can see the amount of fabric that I'm trapping under the zipper. And then let me flip it and show you how it looks on the front. That's it right there. And that's once I do both sides and close the zipper will be hidden underneath that fabric. So now you have to work the fabric around at the other end here where it's connected and try to keep the fabric flat in front of the presser foot. And now that I'm close to the zipper slide, I'm going to try to again move the zipper slide past the back of the foot. It's a little more tricky now that everything's connected. I got it past and it's in the back here. It's right there. It's hard to see, but there it is. So I just have a little bit more zipper to stitch over at this end. So there it is again on the front. But before I take this completely out, I'm gonna sew the other side and do the same thing. Turn it back right side out. And then here's the zipper slide. And I'm gonna zip it shut. See how it looks. Looks pretty good. You hold it up this way. Beautiful. Very beautiful. I think once it's once the pillow is stuffed on the inside, it will just blend in with the rest of the fabric. So I'm making some progress on this bolster pillow right here, which we have 2 of them, but they're each in a different fabric. But I wanted to test the fit of the actual body on this bolster before I put the ends on, the round ends with the welt. So I put the zipper in and, you know, kind of fit the insert on the inside, and I really am happy with the fit of the pillow, the main part of the pillow around the diameter. I like how it feels and how it looks, and the insert is longer than the pillow is going to be, which is going to make it nice and full once it's all put together, so that the ends are not hollow. So I know that's going to look amazing, and I don't have it sitting in here perfectly symmetrical at this point, but that's okay. So what I'm going to do is take this out next and then put the welt around the edges of the body, and then I can connect the round ends, and then it will be finished. Moment of truth. We're going to see how this fits. I have the bolster cover completely stitched with the ends on and the welt and the zipper. So now we're going to stuff the bolster, this guy. And I want to get the seam allowances all turned to the same direction.
Fight!
One down, one to go.
One down, 57 to go.
Yeah. Just one more bolster. Nice and squishy. Whew. What do you think? I think it looks pretty good. It's beautiful fabric. It's nice and full and squishy. There we go. Now we have 2 bolsters complete.